Manipulation of cells. Active cell is indicated by a rectangle boundary over that cell. Data entry is accomplished by feeding the data into the active cell. A1 is always the active cell in a new worksheet by default. But if you want to move on to another cell for data entry, then you can make the cell active by moving the mouse pointer on it and clicking on it. As you type, the data is displayed in the active cell as well as in the formula bar. There are three boxes that exist between the formula bar and the name box. The first box with a cross, X symbol, cancels your entry made in the cell. The second box with right mark allows acceptance of data in the cell. The third box contains an equal to sign. This is the Edit Formula feature that simplifies the calculation tasks. Entering text, numbers and dates. Entering text. Select the cell where the text is to be entered. Enter the alphanumeric text. To accept the information, press Enter or an arrow key. To force text to wrap at a specific point in a cell, press Alt plus Enter. A cell containing text and numbers or only text cannot be used in formulas, even if numbers exist with the alphabetic characters. Entering numbers as text. Text formatted cells are treated as text even when a number is in the cell. To enter number as text, follow the steps given below. From the Home tab, select Format in the Cells category. Click Format Cells. The Format Cells dialog box is now displayed. Select the Number tab. From the category scroll list, select Text. Click OK. Enter the desired number and or alphanumeric text that should be in the cell. Entering numbers. Numeric cells can be used for calculations and functions. A numeric cell may contain numbers, plus, minus, currency symbol. Select the cell where the numbers are to be entered. Type the numeric information that should be in the cell. Hint: to enter a fraction, type 0 and press space before entering the fraction. Otherwise, Excel will interpret fraction as a date. To accept the information, press Enter or an arrow key. Entering a date or time manually. Select the cell where the user wants to enter the date or time. To enter a date, type the date in one of the following formats: 7/23/2009 or 7-23-2009 or July 23, 2009. To enter a time, type the time. Please note, to indicate AM or PM, leave a space and press Shift plus A or P respectively. To accept the information, press Enter. Entering the current date or time automatically. To enter today's date, press Ctrl plus colon. To enter the current time, press Ctrl plus Shift plus colon. To accept the information, press Enter. Editing worksheet data. There are two ways to edit a worksheet. Edit the data itself, such as the labels, numbers, and formulas that make up a worksheet. Edit the physical layout of the worksheet, such as adding or deleting rows and columns, widening or shrinking the width or height of the rows and columns. Editing data in a cell. To edit data in a single cell, follow these steps. Double-click the cell that contains the data you want to edit. Excel displays a cursor in your selected cell. Edit your data by using the backspace or delete key or by typing New Data. If you click a cell, Excel displays the contents of that cell in the formula bar. You can click and edit data directly in the formula bar, which can be more convenient for editing large amounts of data. Cut, Copy and paste. You can copy and move cells in two ways. By using cut, copy and paste. By dragging with the mouse. Copy and paste. When a user copies a cell, he is duplicating the cell's contents when he pastes them to a new location. Select the cells you want to copy and click the copy button from the Home tab or use shortcut keys Ctrl+C. The cells marked for copying is marked with an animated border. Choose the cell location where the copied contents to be pasted. Click the Paste button from the Home tab or use the shortcut keys Ctrl+V. The cells are copied to the destination cell or cells. Cut and paste. Select the cells to be moved and click the Cut button from the Home tab or use the shortcut keys Ctrl+X. The cells marked for cutting is marked with an animated border. Choose the cell location where you want to move the cut data. Click the Paste button from the Home tab or use the shortcut keys Ctrl+V. The cells are moved to the destination cell or cells. Copying and moving cells by dragging. To drag and drop cells, select the cells you want to move. Position your mouse on one of the outside edges of the selected cells. The mouse changes from a white cross cursor to a black cross with 4 arrows cursor, positioning the mouse to drag and drop the cells. Click and drag the cells to the new location. Release your mouse and the cells will be dropped there. To use the fill hand to fill cells, select the cell or cells containing the content you want to use. You can fill cell content either vertically or horizontally. Position your mouse over the fill handles so the white cross cursor becomes a black cross cursor. Positioning the mouse to use the fill hand, click and drag the fill hand until all of the cells you want to fill are highlighted. Release the mouse and your cells will be filled. Inserting and deleting rows and columns. Inserting rows and columns. After data has been entered, a user might need to add or delete extra rows or columns to enter additional data. To add a row or column, follow these steps. Click the Home tab. Click the row or column heading where one wants to add another row or column. Click the Insert from Cells category. Select the Insert Sheet Rows or Insert Sheet Columns option. Inserting a row adds a new row above the selected row. Inserting a column adds a new column to the left of the selected column. Deleting rows and columns. To delete a row or a column, follow these steps. Click the Home tab. Click the row or column heading that is to be deleted. Click the Delete option from the Cells category. Select the Delete Sheet Rows or Delete Sheet Columns. Deleting a row or column deletes any data stored in that row or column. Changing cell height and width. The data that you enter in the cells is sometimes too long for the column width to accommodate. You can increase the column width and row height to display the entire cell entry. Changing column width. You can change any column width or row height in the worksheet to improve the readability as and when deemed necessary. To manually change the width of the columns, position the mouse pointer on the right boundary of a column heading until it turns into a double-sided arrow. Drag left or right until the desired column width is achieved. To set a column width to a specific setting, click Format. Select Column Width on the Home tab. Type the exact width needed in the column width dialog box. Click OK. To automatically change the column width depending on the data entered, use AutoFit. Double-click the boundary on the right side of the column heading or click Format, choose AutoFit Column Width on the Home tab. Changing row height. To manually change the row height, position the mouse pointer on the bottom boundary of the row heading until it turns into a double-sided arrow. Drag up or down. The desired column width is achieved. To set a row height to a specific setting, click Format, select Row Height on the Home tab. Type the exact height needed in the row height dialog box. Click OK. To automatically change the height of the row so it fits the tallest entry in the row, use Auto Fit. Double-click the boundary at the bottom of the row heading or click Format, select Auto Fit Row Height on the Home tab.